Does your iPhone push your frustration levels to the max? Well, you're in good hands because today we're gonna fix 10 of those nerve-wracking iPhone issues, coming right up with number 10, focusing on the share sheet, which pops up whenever you want to share something on your iPhone. And you know what I'm talking about when I say that these contact suggestions you can use to share with one tap are often totally off and suggest contacts you don't want quick access to. So let's fix it. If you just want to prevent a specific contact from showing up in the share sheet, you can tap and hold the person and then select Suggest Less. But if the suggestions are totally off for you and you like to disable them completely, you can do so in the Settings app. Go to Siri and search and scroll down to the Suggestions from Apple feed. Here you can disable Show when sharing. Okay, next. If you're frustrated by your iPhone screen brightness constantly changing and automatically dimming although you didn't manually adjust it, then the automatic brightness feature is to blame. Be aware that it saves battery life, but if you find it annoying, you can simply turn it off. It's quite hidden in the Settings app. You'll find it by going to Accessibility and then to Display and Text Size. Here you can disable the toggle for auto brightness. Okay, this next issue is where frustration levels really start to peak, at least for me. When you're on a call and try to turn off your screen by pressing the side button, by default it automatically ends the call. Of course, this can be convenient if you don't want to tap your screen, but it can also be triggered by mistake. Luckily, since iOS 16, Apple has added a setting to prevent this from happening. In the Settings app, tap Accessibility and navigate to Touch. Here, look for Prevent Lock to end call and tap the adjacent toggle to enable. And speaking of calls, things get pretty interesting when you use the voice isolation tool that was introduced with iOS 16. It can be really frustrating when you're out and about in a noisy place and you're on a call with someone, but the background noise makes it difficult for them to hear you clearly. To magically filter out any background noise with a single tap whilst in the active call, access the control center and tap on the big fat mic mode button. This will open the mic mode settings where you can tap the voice isolation option. Now, even if there's noise all around you, your caller can hear you crystal clear. As a side note, this works on nearly all calls on your iPhone, like FaceTime, WhatsApp, and even mobile calls. Just make sure your iPhone is updated to iOS 16.4. But those tips barely scratch the surface of what's truly frustrating, because it gets really annoying when you're in a hurry and need to use an app, but it interrupts you with a pop-up asking for a rating or review. Sure, ratings give developers direct feedback, but these constant requests are quite bothersome. Luckily, you can disable them all at once forever. Open the Settings app, scroll down to App Store, and then go to In-app ratings and reviews. Here, tap the toggle. That's it. Once this feature is disabled, you'll no longer receive pop-ups asking you to rate or review whatever application you're using. Now, when it comes to Bluetooth connections, there's another frustrating issue to watch out for. If you connect your iPhone to a Bluetooth device, it will stay in the Bluetooth connection list forever. So all those JBL speakers from last night's house party will always be there. To make things easier, you can tidy up your Bluetooth list by forgetting the devices you don't need anymore. Simply tap the info icon next to the device name and select Forget this device. It's also helpful if you don't want your iPhone to automatically pair with a certain Bluetooth speaker every time the device is switched on. Alright, next. If you need to reorder a bunch of your apps and move them to another home screen page, it can take forever to drag and drop each app one at a time. However, there's a much faster way to do it. Just press and hold anywhere on your home screen to make all of your apps wiggle. Now, with one finger, drag the first app that you want to move away from its initial position. Then, with the second finger, tap the additional app icons that you want to move to while keeping the first finger on the first app. All the apps you've selected will stack up with the first app you dragged. You can assign the entire stack to a folder or drag it over to another home screen page. That's it. Moving on from the home screen to the lock screen, with iOS 16, there's a new notification layout design. By default, all your notifications now stack on top of each other at the bottom of your screen, and you have to swipe up or tap to reveal them all. Many users aren't a huge fan of the new notifications setup, and if you too prefer the old design where notifications are just shown as a list, you can easily change it back in the Settings app. Navigate to Notifications, and here you can select List. If you prefer a clean-looking lock screen, you can select Count, which displays only the number of notifications you have, and you can swipe up to see them all. Your iPhone, your choice. One complaint I often hear from other iPhone users is that they get frustrated automated when a call comes in and only appears as a banner up at the top of the screen rather than a full screen call alert, which is how it used to be. Well, you can easily switch back to the full screen alert option. Head to settings, then tap phone. Go to incoming calls and change it to full screen. From now on, every call will appear in the old design. If you're fed up with getting too many notifications from a particular app or person and want to quickly mute or disable them, you can do so with just one tap from your lock screen. When you receive an annoying notification, swipe it to the left and tap on Options. From here, you can choose to mute it for 1 hour or the whole day, so further notifications will be delivered silently. You also have the option to turn off all notifications from this app forever. If you want to customize it even further, tap the shortcut View Settings and you'll be taken directly to the app's notification settings. Makes it so much easier to change your notifications quickly and efficiently. But what if solving your iPhone's frustrating issues isn't enough for you and you want to take your iPhone skills to the next level by uncovering some hidden features? Then you should definitely watch this video next, and I guarantee you're gonna be surprised by the sheer amount of hidden features available. I will see you there. Thank you so much for watching and have an amazing day.